All right, well, Harlan Charles, marketing manager for Chevy Corvette.
Yep.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Very good, thank you. Let's talk about 2011 right now, and because I know I'm not going to get anything out of C7 with you, but 2011, we've got some changes that we hear are ending the cycle. Jetstream Blue Metallic, is that paint actually going away?
Yeah, we just closed out the ordering for the Jetstream Blue, and that we'll have something new for 12 that will replace that, and it's been a great color for us. It's always tough to see them go, but you know that we try to cycle different colors through. Problem is to get a new one, you always have to give up an old one.
Right.
And we have, behind me, the Z06 Carbon Edition, which we've been talking about for a year. Actually, we showed the show car here at Sebring a year ago, and now we have a real production car to show, and it is available now. It'll be available to order through about mid-April.
Okay.
So if people are interested, we can get it. It's going to be built to the end of the 2011 model year.
Okay.
And it's very exciting. This actually is VIN 2 behind me, the second Carbon that was built, and this one is unusual because it is a 1LZ, so it's the lightest possible Corvette Carbon Edition, and but most of them are probably going to be the leather wrapped car.
Right.
So we'll see a lot of
now
those.
the ordering on the Carbon opened up, I want to say sometime in February.
Right.
How have sales been on it?
Sales been pretty good, but we're still pulling for more orders. Obviously, starting later in the year than we had anticipated, to be honest. So we're extending the ordering till in April, and I think we're going to limit it to 500 total for the world, for globally. So I don't know if we'll get quite that many. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but.
Right. Okay, and speaking of sales, we saw a little rebound in February, and actually January and February are starting to pace pretty well, but we're still obviously down off the mark of a couple years ago.
Oh, sure.
I think last month in February there was 960 some Corvettes sold. I don't want to get specific, but I mean, what is kind of the target in terms of where you really need to be at?
Yeah, obviously we'd like to do a lot better than we're doing. Our market share, actually, if you look at the whole luxury sports car segment, is actually up. So we're doing, and though it's a smaller pie, we're doing better than our competitors like Porsche and BMW and those other cars in terms of market share. And Corvette is still firmly the top, about 30% of the market. So we're happy with that, but obviously the whole idea of the economy and sports car, people buying more expensive sports cars has to rebound for us to do better, and we think it will a little bit this year. So we'd like to do more car. Obviously, I think we will do more this year than last year, but I think to get back to how we were a few years ago, that'll be a little while to ramp that back up to that point. Right. But as long as we can keep the plants going, and we have so many models now and things for people to order now, like you were asking about 11, like we got the colored stitching out available, we got the blue convertible top,
which really looks great,
which looks great, as you've seen. So we have some new things out to get more excitement out there, and there's actually a lease deal this month, which we haven't had leases on Corvettes for as long as I can remember, at least 10 years, maybe longer. There's a $5.99 a month. And who's going to give you a 190-mile-an-hour car for $5.99 a month? Right. I mean, the Italians or the Germans or the Japanese aren't going to do it. Only we're going to do that. So that's exciting. So I think that there's a chance actually in the sixth-generation car that not only people can upgrade to more choices, but there's a chance to get maybe new people in, as the cars become better values too.
Are the Grand Sports still accounting for about 50% of sales? Yeah,
Grand Sport is doing really well. The convertible is doing really well too, Grand Sport convertible. The regular Corvette Coupe is still holding its own as well. So, but yeah, we're really happy. The Grand Sport's really even overachieved what we had thought it would do.
With the success of the Grand Sport, do you think that might open up an avenue for the regular coupe and convertible that might be able to? It seems like you're constantly looking for new buyers, and one of the reasons is price point. Does that open that up, you think, or is there something that you might be able to work with on that to maybe bring that price down, maybe take some of the stuff out of it without taking the Corvette out of it? What do you think?
Well, I think, you know, it is the best value. You know, the standard coupe is really a great value sports car for anybody. I mean, it is a supercar in its own right. It's just, I think a lot of people see the additions that the Grand Sport gives them, and they're willing. It's just a great value to upgrade. So it's really, we win either way, really. And we're not going to decontent the Corvette at all or anything like that. Really, I think I don't think that's where we want to go, but I think having the range, the larger model range, is just more things for more people to have. I mean, there's some people that really prefer the standard Corvette, you know, being the little more compact package and things like that. And there's others, it's Grand Sport or nothing. So, you know, it's really what you want, really.
Right. Now, the Z06X, the concept car that was shown at SEMA, and it's here at Sebring as well. Tell me about how that kind of came about. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, we wanted to explore the idea, again, it's just a concept right now, but we want to explore the idea of a factory official, like a Chevrolet Corvette official track version of the car, so the people who like to race in club events, track events, would have a place to go to get it officially prepared. And we really worked with Pratt & Miller, who does the C6R, obviously, and we started that car. We started with a standard Z06 with the Z07 package and the carbon fiber package added onto that, and of course it's got the great brakes on it and everything. So we started with that car and said, what would we do to make this really a track-only car if we didn't have to worry about street legal and things like that? So the concept would be, you know, working with Pratt & Miller or somebody, or internally, you know, that hasn't been decided, would be that we could offer this as an alternative. You know, that Porsche has stuff, you know, in the past, Viper had something, Ferrari offers cars like this. It'd really be, you know, for the Corvette faithful, a chance to beat those guys at their own game with a factory track car. So.
Right, and that car actually has coilover suspension on it, correct?
Yeah, we worked with the it's FAT PF-ADT. Yeah, they developed a coilover suspension, and the reason for that really is for different tracks. You get more. It's easier to adjust, which you need more in track use, compared to the composite spring we have on the street car. So for track use, it's probably better to have, if you want to do a lot of adjustments. We could have kept the standard track. We thought maybe there'd be more adjustability that people would want depending on tracks that you can get with the coils.
Okay. And I will ask just a general question about C7. Just how's the project coming along? Is it your expectation that everything's moving forward correctly as it should? Yeah,
we're obviously. It's never as soon as people want it to be. You know, the new Corvette, when people start finding out we're working on it, and obviously in a normal situation, it might have been sooner. But it's probably, I would say, that's probably a Corvette tradition. You know, every generation has probably been around longer than people have thought. Even go back to the '67 year that we weren't supposed to have, and then we missed an '83 year, and then the '97 Corvette came out in January. And actually, even the C6 at one time was going to be '04 and ended up being '05. So it's nothing really new to Corvette fans. You know, it's just the nature of the business we're in. But the project is going well, and it's a ways out. But I think we got some good ideas there, and I want to say that things that people have seen on the internet or in car magazines is not from us. It's not from our team. So nobody's really seen what we're doing yet.
Right.
So when you look at that stuff, if you don't like it, call Car and Driver, call the website or whatever, because it's not from us.
Okay. And you guys are going to be at the Bash this year at the museum?
Yep, we're going to be at the Bash, and the plan is to roll out our 2012 model years, if everything goes as planned, at the Bash like we traditionally have done. And so that's always great. That'll be the first opportunity for everybody to get their hands on the new model year. And we got, as always, you know, every year we got something. We got something that people may not know about.
On the itinerary, there is a listing for a car unveiling. And having been to the museum and seeing a car unveiling, obviously it must be something pretty special.
Yeah, when we did, go back a couple of years, we unveiled the 2010 Grand Sport. I mean, that was probably the best we've done, because really people hadn't seen it yet. They didn't know what to expect. There were some rumors, but people really didn't know, and we really got to do a true unveiling. So hopefully, I don't know if it'll be like that this year, but hopefully we'll have something that'll be surprising.
Okay. Well, Harlan, Charles, thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you at the museum.
All right, thank you. Thanks for all you do.